If you've been following my channel, you know I love a good pour of Leaper's Fort bottled and bond. Spin the wheel and get crazy. Check this out. I just got back from the bar and they told me that they make a pretty decent old fashioned here. I finally made it. I finally made it to Leaper's Fort Distillery here in Williamson County. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know Leaper's Fort is one of my best bottles that I have on my shelf. Now, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. But I think it's a very, very good pour. I'm not going to do the tour today because I cannot get in. Let me tell you why. I tried to book it online when I came into the parking lot. As you can see behind me, they have a bus tour and they don't have any spots available for me today. But don't get discouraged because they have a gift shop. They have some drinks back there. They even have some live music. So let's go together and let's see what Leaper's Fort Distillery has to offer. Let's go. Yeah, as you can see, they have a big bus. And when I pulled up, it was about 50 to 60 people coming off that bus. And I knew right then that I didn't have a chance to get a tour. I just had to look up some history about Leaper's Fort. And it's saying online that since fulfilling our first barrel in the spring of 2016, our goal has been to recreate the lost art of small batch whiskey. Now, that is something that I say that you have done because, in my opinion, I like your product. I tasted my first sip of Leaper's Fort in Nashville, Tennessee about a year ago, and when I tasted it, I said, hey, this is a good product. And then I retasted it, and it's one of the best bottles that I have on my shelf. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think about the Leaper's Fort bottled and bond, and have you ever visited the Leaper's Fort Distillery? So let's go in, let's see what this gift shop has to offer. All right. This is the bottle that I have, and it is fantastic. 70% corn, 15% rye, and 15 barley. Very, very good bottle. And that one is $85 also. I can see where she's coming from. Look at here. That looks pretty decent. They have aged coffee. Leaper's Fort has their own coffee. And I'm a coffee drinker. They also have an old-fashioned cocktail mix. Now, you know I love a good old-fashioned cocktail, and I tend to make them myself, but I might just try the mixer from Leaper's Fort just because I love their product. Okay, the Bourbon smoker kit for your old-fashioned. That is pretty big. You probably can smoke 3 or 4 drinks at one time. Pretty cool. And you know I love a good Glencairn. Yeah, definitely love a good Glencairn. Pretty cool. Freedom whiskey. I don't think I've seen this one. And this is going to be a 100 proof bottle, limited release. Okay, I haven't seen this one. This is 6-year Kentucky bourbon at $125. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried that. Again, my YouTube channel is a little old fashioned, so I make old fashions out of any bourbon or whiskey. And I usually make them myself, but since this is an aged maple syrup, I might try to make an old fashioned out of this just to see how it tastes.
Yeah, give that a go.
All right.
And then I have an old fashioned here I'll let you try too.
Oh, awesome.
But I have to see your ID for that one.
Okay, yeah, no problem, no problem.
Yeah, so I swapped this out equal parts for simple syrup. So if the recipe calls for a teaspoon of simple syrup, I use a teaspoon of this.
That is fantastic.
Isn't that yummy?
You know,
It's also good drizzled over bacon.
yes, and waffles.
Well, that's an over.
Yeah, I love waffles and bacon.
toast,
Yes,
yeah.
and I can put it on my waffles, bacon, coffee,
Coffee,
old fashions.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. It's yummy. It's from a little farm in Ohio called Seldom Seen Farm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very nice.
Okay, if you show me your ID,
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
let you
yeah.
try this old fashioned here. I have to cover it because I have to check IDs.
All right, no problem.
Drop me an email, say cigar line.
Do I need to take it out for you?
Nope,
Okay.
that's good. That's perfect. Thank you. Yeah,
Now-
so this is our mixer. So this is Eli Mason. It's a local company.
Okay.
We just did a co-branding. So it's an old-fashioned mixer. Does all the things you need. And you just add your whiskey. This is our Tennessee whiskey. We just had to take the label off.
Okay.
It's that whiskey over there.
Okay.
So
Seattle,
that's all.
Florida,
Just
there's
these
Awesome.
Well, Washington would be further, but yeah, that's pretty far apart.
Actually, it was Washington, California, then Washington, then Maui, then Florida, and now here.
That's good, huh?
That is good. That
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, this company
That
also
is-
makes cherries over there. They're the Luxardo style cherries, but I love them because the syrup is actually not really syrupy. It's more liquidy, and so I put a little bit of that in my old
is
fashioned.
good.
It's good, eh?
Oh, okay. That's what I usually smoke.
So what special things are you doing for National Old Fashioned Day on June 14th?
Good question. Good question, because I make old fashions. I talk about
Yeah.
old fashions every day on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, not really anything outside of the box.
Okay.
They even have a sip and tip.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel and get crazy. Check this out.
Around the same time.
Never seen this before. I remember this game back in the day, but it wasn't called sip and tip.
283. Had some good friends that went there.
This is how you play the game.
Corey Failing. Jeff
This is pretty cool. I might just buy this. But look, this is an adult game, 2 to 4 players.
Juniors or seniors at that time.
It sounds pretty fun. Sounds pretty fun. $19? Not bad.
Yeah, so this is our old fashioned that
Okay.
we do out on the bar. It's our take on an old fashioned. So I'm going to give you this
Okay,
card.
thank you.
So if you want one, you go ask for the Hillsborough.
Okay.
And I'm just going to give you this one too because this is one of my favorite cocktails. This is our South Hall Sour. It's our version of a whiskey sour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grapefruit wedge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we sell the grapefruit bitters and the honeysuckle bitters over there if you're in.
I don't think I ever had an old fashioned with grapefruit.
No. It's our South Hall Sour that has the grapefruit bitters, but our
Oh.
old fashioned has the honeysuckle bitters, which
Gotcha.
you probably have never had before, have you?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I just got back from the bar and they told me that they make a pretty decent old fashioned here. Now this is the old fashioned that I am trying. This one here. Hopefully you can see the ingredients in the old fashioned. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I love a good old fashioned cocktail. Now, did they make it the way I like it? I'm going to say no. But hear me out. I like the bigger ice cubes. I like the premium cherries. And I like to use an orange peel in my old fashioned. They like to use a lemon wedge. I haven't tried it yet, so I haven't knocked it. But this is the way the Leaper's Fort old fashioned looks. Right here. It doesn't have the bigger ice cubes and it doesn't have the premium cherry. But let's try it just to see if I like it. Cheers. You definitely can taste the bourbon, and I love the Leaper's Fort bourbon.
Oh, maybe they did it wrong.
It's sweet the way I like my old fashions. The only thing is the lemon wedge is taking me somewhere I don't think I really want to go. But it's not bad. It's not bad. If I had to rate it between 1 and 10, I'm going to give it a 6.5, just because I like my old fashions done the way I like them. But it's a pretty decent old fashioned. If you come down to Leapers Fort, try one and tell me what you think about their and the way they make their old fashions. I'm going to drink it because it's pretty decent. This is a cool place, and they have a South Hall sour. Let me show you the ingredients for this drink. Hopefully you can see it. Now let me know in the comments below if you have tried this particular cocktail. Now this wasn't a bourbon video. I just was so close. I was so close to the distillery, and I told you all, if I'm this close again, I'm going to come by, and I did just that. Now, hopefully the next time I get to do the tour, but I'm going to have to buy the tickets online earlier for me to make that tour. So do not make the mistake like I did. If you come in for the tour, make sure you get online, book it before you come to get in. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button because I'm asking for your support. But for those who have already subscribed, you know I appreciate your support. Until then, I will see you on my next hunt. Let's go.